to go first?
Sure, why not?
All right.
You're going nowhere.
Then there's no. I'm looking at you, Jake.
I'm gonna hear the name and I'm gonna get PTSD.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Time for another editorial. This week, we talked about this on the last episode, but the unfortunate and sudden tragedy of losing Jimmy Hayes, and even in a different way, the death of Rod Gilbert as well brought everybody in the hockey community together. Brought Rangers, the passing of Rod Gilbert brought all Rangers fans together. The passing of Jimmy Hayes brought Boston hockey and hockey in Dorchester together, because Jimmy Hayes is just so well respected and just so highly regarded in that community. And the way that PK Subban set everything up for that and was so involved in it, just a class act on PK Subban's part. It just, and to see the outpouring of emotion and hockey and all these fans and these kids come together to pay tribute to a guy like Jimmy Hayes just shows you that sometimes the guys that really don't have the spotlight on them are really involved in the community more than you'll ever know. And Jimmy Hayes he was living proof of that. He was very, very, he was loved. He was revered. He was so well respected by everybody. And the story that Kevin told about Mr. McHugh at his service, just unreal, just sad story. And I wish it's a great story actually, but I wish I would have heard it under much different and better circumstances. It goes to show you that community is everything in hockey. And part of the reason why this show happened was because Anthony and I have two mutual friends that kind of connected us. Peter Cheddar and another one of our viewers, Alex Goldberg, who connected the two of us together. And it's so funny because I know Mark through a mutual friend named Lisa Fitzgerald. And I met Mark at Kroger's. And what happened? Noticed Rangers stuff on. We started talking Rangers hockey. And it's just funny how so many people know each other through so many different walks of life and come together through something like hockey. And hockey has given me so many friendships. You two are two great examples of that. I can't count the number of friends that I've come across in hockey. My best friend, my very best friend, is somebody I met through hockey 20 years ago. And Anthony, you know Albie. Actually, Mark, you know Albie too. So, I mean, I met him 20 years ago through hockey. And all of my very, very good friends know my other friends that play hockey. And especially on Long Island, where the hockey community is a very tight-knit community. And it's that way in in 99.9% of places. But in Long Island, it's a small world in general here. And the hockey community is just super tight-knit on top of that. So hockey, the community is one of the one things that I love most about it. Getting together and playing and talking about it and chirping each other like we do on this show. I mean, we rib each other so much on this show. It's not even funny. I mean, Anthony wanting to get Ryan Carter and have him kind of twist the knife in us a little bit. Talking about that run in 2012, and Anthony pulling the Dennis Potvin on me 3 years ago and off the post. And it just the little moves that we do and the jokes that we make, it's part of what makes hockey great. And this event with Jimmy Hayes' funeral and his service and everything like that, and the way that the hockey personalities in that area came together, and PK Subban and others, just shows you how important community is in hockey. And I owe a lot to hockey, and I owe a lot to the hockey community, friends that I've made from it, the fact that when I was going through the worst time of my life, the hockey community, all my friends from hockey were there for me. So, you know what? This is probably the one thing I love about hockey the most, and it's something that can't be overlooked and overstated.
Anthony, you first.
Yeah, no, it was cool to see a lot of players from around the league at Jimmy Hayes's funeral. Whether you're a current teammate, former teammate, PK Subban was there, played with them in Jersey. They all support each other. And listen, I know you get that in all sports, but I feel like with hockey, it's even tighter. And that's what makes the sport so much, so special. Everyone has each other's backs, and the day when he passed, you have players from around the league just giving their condolences to Jimmy's family and Kevin, and just that's the type of people hockey players are. And as far as Filk was saying, you meet a lot of people through hockey. Obviously John referenced how I met him. It's a sport that you can play. You go down and play hockey one day, and you end up meeting somebody you're friend with for 10+ years. So it's awesome. I owe a lot that I have to the game of hockey. It's in my blood. I think it's in all of ours. And again, it's just what makes this sport so special. But the Jimmy Hayes funeral was touching. I saw the speech that that John was referencing, that Kevin eulogized him with. That was only a short, minute and 30 video. So I can't imagine how many countless other good stories came out from that. But it's a special sport. I'm really grateful to be a part of it in some aspect.
I went on YouTube and I got the clip for it, but first I'm going to make this statement. There's so much that this game has given me for the last 25, 26 years, and I discovered it kind of late. Ever since my brother Dan used to watch Poised for Glory, which was the story of the 1989-90 New York Rangers, that was done more like an NFL film style, and it was a great video. I think I watched it like 40 times in the summer. There's so much that my brother Dan was just like, "Really, you watching it again?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just did," and I love everything that this game has given me. And what I didn't understand before I even started playing, before I played high school, before I played juniors, before I played the men's league, which I will be playing a game tonight, it's given me countless friendships I can ever say. And that's why when this clip was played on 24/7, the Winter Classic for the Rangers and the Flyers, it really does ring true, and I'm just going to let it play.
Never get caught telling a hockey player it's just a game. Never get caught trying to explain to him all the things in the world that matter so much more. His mind might well acknowledge the truth to your point, but his soul would be powerless to accept it, considering the immensity of what he gives to the sport and the immeasurability of all it offers in return. Nothing ever feels as perfect as a moment of flawlessness on the ice. No bond as strong as one that compels brothers to bleed for one another. Not many leaders are this versed in the craft of motivation. Not many pursuits can evoke such visions of brilliance. This is why it hurts so much when skill falls short of what the will desires. This is why it's so unforgettable when absolute passion yields ultimate reward. And that's all still just the start of what the game can do to you.
Full speed here. Full speed.
The stakes rise as their season continues from here. While you watch from a distance, remember what was validated up close. Hockey may in fact be just a game, but it's also who they are.
Hear the full quote. It's just this game is a rich, deep tapestry that, and we've only tapped onto the people we're going to meet that are watching us right now. It's like we start talking hockey with me, you end up having cauliflower ears. So it's just
another wrestling term that might piss off Joe Graves there for a second, because we're marks. How appropriate.
Yes. So
yeah, I can't wait to meet you guys as well. I can only imagine the chirps and the laughs and the ribs that will be played and the drinks that'll flow and the good times that'll be had. It'll be fun. I really do believe we're gonna have a lot of fun doing those.
It's going to be great. We want to start scheduling, but if opening night does happen, it's going to be tough to do it with the baseball playoffs going on, because you're going to get people walking into the bar that I work at that are going, "Oh, I'm here for the baseball playoffs." So it's just
maybe not opening night, but
not opening night, but soon enough. But so that all happened. So, do you have any stories about your connection to the hockey community and all that the game's given you and your appreciation on that? Throw it all down in the comments below. If you like that video, we got a lot more. So check out any of these that are right over here. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.